Good morning, everybody. Hey, just want to share with you a couple things. First, sorry for a little bit delay. This week was pretty tough and challenging, actually, the past couple weeks with work, so I wasn't able to get this video out last weekend. So, apologize for that. Two, I would like to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate that, and also to the comments that I am getting. At least are very constructive, very positive. I'm not so far. I haven't hit this bank of where trolls hit you. I'm having fun with this YouTube page. I'm not looking to be someone negative that is giving you guys a bunch of crap and falsehoods. I just am sharing with you my opinion as it relates to the taste, and everybody's taste is subjective. So I get it. All I'm asking you to do is to try to go out and investigate some of this, and just don't get snookered like I did with buying a bunch of overpriced food for 4 Patriots. And that was just right at the beginning of me getting into prepping and getting concerned with things that I see around me, right? And I don't want to not have food in case of an emergency, whether it be due to weather or some other major event. So I made the mistake of not doing my due diligence, and I regret that, right? So I don't want any of you to experience that. So that's why I created my channel, was just really to kind of give you a starting point to say, well, what are other people saying about this product? I don't want you just to rely solely on me, but I'm giving you my opinion as far as how it tastes to me. And therefore, I would recommend that you go out and you investigate it yourself. But before you invest a bunch of money into some of these so-called survival food places, you got to try it out first. That's the biggest thing. And you got to see you have to prepare it, the length of the cooking, the water consumption, things of that nature. When it comes to survival, most of us just think of, just the food, right? We're kind of myopic. We've got these blinders on and we're not thinking about other things. And that's exactly how I was in the beginning, right? And I've gotten a little bit better and smarter as I go because I'm listening to other people too as well. And of course, I said earlier in my videos, I'm doing a total review of everything that I've got from a survival. I think it's still a good idea, right? I don't hope and wish for something to happen for any of us to ever have to do this. But just like we have other safeguards in our life, whether it be insurance on our car, whether it be a fire extinguisher in our house, in our kitchen area, these are just things to say, hey, I need to be at least prepped, right? And that's no more than just food. We have to have that aspect to be prepared in case of something happens, right? If it was something major, trust me, I'm going to do everything in my power to restore our society and do my part. I don't want to be out there surviving in the wilderness. I'm glad I don't live back in the 1800s, right? It was tough, but they were tough people too, though. I like and enjoy my life right now, right? And I think most of all of us are that way. So when it comes to survival food, I'm giving you a starting place to say, hey, this guy's at least giving me his honest opinion. I don't prop anything up to mislead anybody. And I'm not being sponsored. I'm not being paid. All this in food is my own personal investment. Nobody's helped me out. I'm giving you my opinion, giving you a starting place and to say buyer beware. Just don't unload all of your hard-earned money in belief into companies out there. And if anybody's been following my channel, you know that I've dumped a lot of money into 4 Patriots, and I'm very disappointed in that. And so I'm not a big fan. And yeah, I've had a couple trolls, and I think that they're 4 Patriot sponsors or something like that. And I've just deleted their comments, things of that nature. So just understand that I really just want to be able to give you a starting place to say, hey, these are some foods. These were good. These were, in my opinion. And then you have to make that decision. You have to determine, to try it, to sample it, and you may like it, and that's fine. I don't want, it doesn't have to be my horse, right? You guys don't have to follow the world by Jim. I'm just hoping that you don't make a mistake and that you you at least try these foods before you stockpile, before you make a big investment. And from that standpoint, that's what I hope you get from this. And I want you to be able to come and say, hey, let's see if Jim's got something on this. And like I said, if I don't and you want to see it, give me a comment. I'll work to eventually get to there. I'm going to be doing some MREs later, things of this nature. And, one thing I have noticed is that I don't have enough water supply. So I've got to invest and work that out. And I've got to get that done because that's probably one of the most important things that we have to do. And unfortunately, where I live, I can't collect rainwater, right? So I've got to work within the community I live with or live in and be able to store some water in my house and for long enough at least to, for my family that I have. The other place too, I've got to source a water supply that's maybe close to my house. And I've got to be able to clean that water up, whether that's through chemical purification, boiling, things of that nature. But I've got to have that means too. I got to think about that outside that box. So this video that I'm doing right now is on 3 brands. It's Mountain House, Ready Wise, and 4Patriots, and it's on chili or chili mac. Ready Wise has 2 versions of their chili. One's a vegetarian meal, vegetarian chili. The other one's a meat-based product, right? And I know there are people out there that are vegetarian. So, but these are comparisons of the so-called chili mac or the chili within these families. I know there are others out there that do this, but I'm at least giving you these 3 brands to kind of know, getting you to see the visual, and then my wife and I are giving you our opinions from the first initial taste. Okay. We don't add anything to it. We take it as it is in the package, and we don't dress it up. I don't add salt. I don't add pepper, anything like that. However, the product comes to me from a first impression, cooking it as they direct me to, for the length of time, the amount of water they require me to do, things of that nature, and we just taste it straight from that aspect. So check this video out. I hope you enjoy it, and if you're new, please subscribe. Give me a like if you do like the video. If you'd like to see some other things, please give me your comments. Continue to be the positive comments that I am getting. It just shows me there's a lot of good people out there still. I know in this world of virtual, people can be pretty strong sometime and mean, and I just don't get it. That's just not who I am. But for those that have interacted with my videos and have subscribed, hey, you guys are good people. And I like that. And that's the people that I like to hang out with. So y'all enjoy, and I'll be back at the end of the video. Thanks. And make it a great day. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So it's a cold winter day, right? And what better lunch to have than chili on that cold winter day? I don't know if everybody's like me, but I think chili's a great meal to have when it's cold out. So, hey, today we are going to do a combination of chili, okay? The products that I have is I have Mountain House. I've only got 1 version of that. If there's another version, I'm not aware of it, but for what I've got here for my food storage, I've just got the 1 version. Then I've got 2 versions of Ready Wise, okay? I've got their chili mac here, and then I've got what they call a soup high plateau veggie chili. So I'm assuming that's their vegetarian. All 3 of these are 2.5 serving sizes. So those are going to be equal from that aspect. However, the Ready Wise requires 12 to 15 minutes to reconstitute before eating, after you add in 2 cups of boiling water into these packages. The chili mac from Mountain House is 2.5 servings. It also requires 2 cups of water, but you only have to wait 8 to 9 minutes for the reconstitution before eating on that. Then we've got the good old 4Patriots. They got 2 different versions. So they've got a Moz Hearty Chili Mac, and then they have an Aztec chili with mango. This package, you have to cook the entire package, and it requires 9 cups of water, and it creates 8 servings. However, on this package, they allow you to fix individual serving sizes, and it also is 8 cups or 8 servings per this container. However, you'll notice here they have a tear pouch, okay, on both sides as far as a tear notch, right, to make it easy opening. And then if the camera picks up right here, this is a resealable pouch, right? Because, hey, if I'm only mixing one single serving, right, then I want to be able to reseal this so the rest of the content doesn't go bad or get air into it. Can't believe, this is the case. It would be so great if 4Patriots would do this a lot, to where they allow you to mix up single servings versus entire packages, right? Let's get into this and do the taste test, see how it all cooks up. I'll be showing you all that. Okay, so let's get 3/4 of a cup poured in here. That is for our Aztec chili with mango. Okay, so we're only going to make a single serving of that. And now let's get for our Max or Ma's Hearty Chili Mac. We've got to have, put this down. We've got to have a total of 9 cups of water. We've got to boil 9 cups of water. After that boils, we're going to reduce the heat, stir in the entire contents of this package into that boiling water. But I've got to get 9 cups of water right now. First 2 cups. Our second 2 cups. So that's 4. Our third 2 cups. So that's 6. Our fourth. That's 8. We need 1 more cup. Okay. This is 9 cups of water. See if you guys can see all that. But let's go ahead and let's get and open some of these while we're waiting. On Ma's Hearty Chili Mac, we've got to open it because there's no tear notch. So let's go ahead with mango from 4Patriots. I don't need scissors here because it's got a tear notch right there, right? Let's go ahead and open that. This is the ReadyWise veggie chili. This is the vegetarian. So it's 2.5 servings. Let's go ahead and open it. Let's go ahead and open their chili mac here. 2.5 servings. And there's the tear notch here and here. Okay, so this is boiling already, but I just turned that on. So I guess I should have been a little bit more watchful. But let's go ahead and get our contents of our Ma's Hearty Chili Mac in here. I've got the heat already turned down to medium. Get this cooking. And that's going to be for 20 minutes. So that's a 1/3 cup. Let's go ahead and get that going. You got to watch it, and you got to maintain stirring it constantly. So, I mean, you cannot leave the stove. Okay, so it's been cooking a little over 5 minutes, and I just want to show you this. I mean, it's almost cooking the water out in 5 minutes, and they want me to cook this for a total of 20 minutes. I'm just afraid that that is going just to burn at the pan, right? Okay, this right here, there's no way I can cook that for a total of 20 minutes. I mean, it's just going to burn. I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in a little bowl, right? And I may have to do this one taste test sooner than the others. I got to take this off of here. So I'm just going to have to do this early. So this is the Aztec chili with mango, right? And like I've said before, I don't add anything additional to this food because I'm just tasting the food as it comes from the cellar, right? So I don't even put any salt, pepper on this, anything, because I want to see what it tastes like as they send it to me. So let's go ahead and take a bite. Now, again, I wasn't able to cook this for the entire 20 minutes as it recommends because you could see in the pot that it was drying up and it was starting to burn. So it has basically cooked out all the moisture. So let's go ahead and do a little taste test of this. Okay. It looks like that's peanut or something. And it's hard. Not everything has reconstituted, right? And that was my concern and my worry was because of that. You can taste a little spice in there. There's a black bean. Let's see if that's hard. Yeah, it's not completely. And it says, a good judge to know if this is ready is basically that bean, if it's hard or soft, right? But I had to pull it off. I mean, you saw me cooking it. The taste is all right. Sorry, I got to stir this here. But can you see that whiteness right there? So you can tell that it's not cooked, okay? Like I said, in doing a single serving, as they lay it out here, there are directions. It cooks out the water too quick, right? And I had to pull it off. So it didn't even have 10 minutes. It maybe had 9 minutes of cook time or 8 minutes of cook time. So I don't know. I definitely would have to. You can't do a single serving because it's just, you got to have a little bit more, right? And I think that may have helped me had I done multiple servings of this product because it wouldn't have boiled the water out or cooked the water out so quick, right? And I could have maybe had the 20 minutes cook time, which would definitely improve the softness and integrity of this other food, right? So I would tell you, taste, I'm going to say, hey, taste, it's all right. Could I eat it? Yes. All right, so my teapot is going off. Let's go ahead and get 2 cups of water. Okay, so first, the veggie chili, right, of Ready Wise. Let's go ahead and get that added. So that's 2 cups. So that has cooked. The 4Patriots has cooked for 20 minutes. So I'll get that off here. Ready Wise is mixed up. Let's get another 2 cups of boiling water. So that's the veggie that's there. We've already added it. So now we're going to add in for the chili mac. And let's go ahead and get that poured in here. Okay. So let's get this stirred up. That is the Ready Wise chili mac. Let's put a timer on for 15 minutes. And what that's for the reconstitution. It says 12 to 15 minutes. We're just going to give Ready Wise a full 15 minutes. I don't want someone saying that I didn't give it enough time. So let's get another 2 cups of water here. And we're going to get that poured in to our Mountain House. The chili mac for 4Patriots had to set, I think, 3 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes. So it says remove from heat and let stand for 5 minutes. So I'd set 15 minutes for the timer for the reconstitution of the Ready Wise. So at 10 minutes, I'll put that in a bowl. All right, we're back. So of the 15 minutes that I set the timer, so I would know what the reconstitution time was for the Ready Wise. We have let the 4Patriots Ma's Hearty Chili Mac, so that's set for 5 minutes so far, so we're good there. I'm going to dip it into a bowl. And then here in a couple minutes, I'm going to go ahead and take out the Mountain House because it only requires 8 to 9 minutes. And then as soon as the timer goes off, we should be ready to take the Ready Wise out of its pack. That is Ma's Hearty Chili Mac from 4Patriots. So let's go ahead and get that out of here. See if you guys show that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that put back. So it's been a total of about 7 minutes, so we still got a little bit of time, a couple more minutes, and I'll be back when we're ready to get the chili mac. And while this sits, I'm not judging it off of heat because, you know, you can see the steam coming off of it. It's still pretty hot, and I've already done the taste there, but I'm just putting it out there for a visual for y'all. And that would be 4Patriots Aztec chili with mango. Okay, so it's been 9 minutes for the Mountain House to reconstitute, so let's get some out of here. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds that'll allow me to cool down for the Mountain House and a little bit more for the Ma's Hearty Chili. But okay, well, that is minute 45 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and taste the 4Patriots Ma's Hearty Chili Mac. It's pretty bland. There's not any real spice to it, and I had plenty of time to cook. There's some of the beans that are in there, chili beans, are kind of hard. You know, I would say, well, not hard. I would say crunchy. So, does it taste all right? Yeah, but it's bland. You know, definitely would have to add salt to that. So let's go ahead and taste the Mountain House. I've got just less than a minute here for us to take out on the others, but, you know, I don't want it to be totally cold. You can see the steam rolling off of it. But let's go ahead and taste the chili mac with beef from Mountain House, okay? The Mountain House is good, but I am noticing some of the noodles are somewhat tough. I should say they're not hard. It's more like rubbery, right? Now, this particular Mountain House was manufactured May 11th, 2014. So this is 9 years old, right? Again, that's part of it, though, to make sure. The beef in this scenario is a little bit tough, too, right? It has a better taste than the 4Patriots, okay? But it's still, I don't know. So here is Ready Wise. And this is Ready Wise's Chili Mac. So that's Ready Wise. Now let's get Ready Wise's Veggie Chili. Ready Wise, let's do their Veggie Chili first. Looks like their noodles are just like really diced up fine, right? And beans. So let's taste their Veggie Chili. It's not too bad. Now I'm going to have my wife taste this stuff too. So let me try the last one here. And this is Chili Mac from Ready Wise. So it's got beef in it, right? And full noodles. Let's give it a taste. It's like the meat is just hard. Okay. So I'm going to pause here real quick and let my wife try these. Hold on. Okay. So my wife, she is going to try the 4Patriots Ma's Hearty Chili Mac first. And then she's going to go down the line. So what do you think about Ma's?
Kind of bland.
Okay.
Is this supposed to have noodles in it?
Yeah, they're minced up. See how fine they are?
Okay.
Okay, now she's eating Ready Wise's veggie chili. And now you got to remember, she wasn't in here when I was giving my review. So,
The beans taste a little hard.
okay. Now, this is Ready Wise's chili mac, so it's got meat in it, actually.
The meat is very hard.
Yeah, yeah. Because I put a piece out there too as well.
I can't even eat that.
Come around this way and try this one. Okay, now she's going to do Mountain House chili mac with beef.
Yeah, that's the only one I would eat right there.
Okay. So now that you've given yours, so I'm going to tell you real quick. So I said the exact same thing about Ma's Hearty Chili Mac. It was bland, right? I could add salt and pepper. It'd probably be all right. Would you agree?
Possibly.
And then the veggie chili, it was all right, right? But
the beans seem kind of hard.
Yeah. And then the chili mac from Ready Wise, the hamburger was just too tough. But unfortunately, I felt the same way to a degree. It wasn't as bad as the Ready Wise, but Mountain House's meat beef on this one was a little bit tough. Did you not?
I thought I would eat that one. That's the only one that I would eat.
Well, I would eat that, but taste-wise, it was good, right? It had the seasoning, things of that nature. But I'm just saying that there's not one of these that just knocked me off my socks, right? I mean, if I'm going to prepare for the worst case scenario, understand, guys, look, when we are hungry, right, we'll probably eat anything, okay? But I'm just saying, right now I'm testing everything, and I want to make sure that I get the best possible product if I'm going to invest in it, right? And so right now, I mean, Mountain House has been pretty good for me consistently, right? And the only thing I'll give it some room is that maybe, when I put the timer up there, I know I put the timer up before I dipped this out or opened it up. And I may have not given it enough time for reconstitution. So there's a possibility of that, but I don't think so. Definitely the two Ready Wises had plenty of time. They sat for 15 minutes at least. And Ma's Hearty Chili is just it's just too much because look, and it's pretty bland, right? But look how much water, Yeah, if it's an entire family, I get it. We probably would go through that because we love chili here in our family. And we probably go through that, but it's just a lot of water, nine cups of water. And again, this Aztec chili, it tasted fine, but it wasn't cooked all the way. And its serving size that it recommends, it cooks out the water too quick, too fast. And I think probably, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a chef. Maybe someone would know. I think that maybe they should have had a little bit more water to this, only from the aspect of allowing it to cook for the full 20 minutes, right? Because you got to remember, it's going to evaporate out anyway. So, I think they failed with their directions for it to be a quality product. So the product in here was hard, as far as its beans, pinto beans, black beans, soup beans, whatever it was. The Aztec chili, it just failed from that standpoint. Taste, it's all right. 4Patriots is bland. The Ready Wise, I felt was all right from a standpoint of eating. But Ready Wise beef in their kits, I have been noticing on everything that their beef is always hard, right? And with the chili mac, this is the first time I've ever had Mountain House where their beef I questioned as far as, quality wise, because it was a little bit, I wouldn't say hard, but it was gristly, if you want to say texture wise. And maybe I did make a mistake there on how long I let, but I don't believe that. I believe the reconstitution, I gave it plenty of time. I think that's a tough one. And that's my review for this. So you're going to have to be careful. Again, go out, get you a sampling yourself, right? Taste these foods before you buy a whole bunch of it, okay? That was my mistake. I went out and bought a bunch of this stuff before I ever tried it, and you're just wasting money, and you're really set up for disappointment when the situation occurs where you're going to have to eat food like this because of an emergency, and you just don't want to have to deal with that kind of stuff. So I guess the clear winner for right now is Mountain House. Ready Wise's veggie chili is fine. I would get that over their chili mac. It's not good because they're beef. Anything with beef, I just say stay away. 4Patriots, it's all right, but it's bland, but have to have salt. And this is just a total failure, unfortunately. That's just a D. Really probably should give it an F. So that's where we're at. I hope you guys enjoyed that video and get a good look at some of these foods that we tried. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend.